Hello everyone, welcome to Encode Decoded. Today we are going to discuss about Python basics, which involves the print statement, indentation, variables, data types followed by comments. Let's start with the print statement. Print is an inbuilt function. It is used to display the information on the screen. Here it is the syntax: print object, separator, end. The default values for separator and end are: for separator is white space, for end is /n, that means next line. Let's try with an example. Print encode decoded. Now run this statement. We get an output on the screen like encode decoded. What we mentioned in the print statement that we are getting here. Now print hello user and run it. And we have hello user as an output here. Now I just want to print a number, so that print 100 and run. Here we got the output as 100. See here, if you want to print a message in the string format, then you need to put them inside the quotes. But for number, no need. Let's print user's name as well as his. For that, print name. Next line, print username, for example like Sai. Next line, print age followed by user's age. Print, for example like 20. Now run this. See here, I got the output in 4 lines, but I wanted to print name in first line and age in second line. For that, we will make use of end. So let's try with the same example, but add end equal to space, and here also add end equal to space. Now run this. See here, we got the output as name is Sai in first line and age is 20 in second line. You can see the difference here. Now I want to print multiple objects at a time. So print Sai Kumar. Let's run this. We got the output like Sai Kumar with space. But I want separate the objects with comma. So make use of separator here. Separator equals to comma. Now run this. Here we got the output like Sai Kumar separated with a comma, because here we used separator comma, but in previous example objects separated with white space as default value. Let's access the variable names in print statement. For that, make use of variables. Name equals to Sai, age equals to 20. Now print them. Print of name age separator equals to colon. Let's run and see the output. The value Sai is from name and 20 is from age variable. Let's print the date of birth. Print 16/06/2002 with separator hyphen. Here we got the output of date of birth. Now assign values to A and B as 3 and 2. Now print addition of A and B. We got 5 as output, because we know that 3 plus 2 equal to 5, right? Here we got separate the line with semicolon. And we also tell the compiler about line continuation with backward slash at the end like this. Now print the C and get output addition of all numbers. Now coming to indentation. The spaces at the start of a code line are known as an indentation in Python programming. Let's cover this concept with a few examples. In first line, print hi. In next line, I have maintained an unnecessary tab space and then print hello. Now run this to see an error. At print hello statement, in line 2 we used an unnecessary indentation, that is unexpected indent. Now remove this error by eliminating that space. Now we got the output. Now assign a value to a, that is a equal to 2. Now check if value of a is equal to 2 or not. If true, print hi. Now run this and we got the output because the condition is satisfied and we got the output. Again run the same code with some indentation error. At line 3, we need to maintain a indentation because that belongs to if block. So we need to follow indentation in Python, not for code readability. Like in other programming languages, we have to follow to ignore indentation errors. Now it's time for variables. Variables are like containers that is used to store a value in it. Here it is the syntax for defining a variable. Variable name equals to value that is going to be stored in that variable name. Before we creating a variable, we need to follow some rules. Those are, it can have alphabets from small a to small c or capital A to capital C, and numbers from 0 to 9, and a special character, special symbol, that is underscore. And it can start with a letter, for example like S, and it can start with underscore, for example like underscore S, and it can't start with 0 to 9, those are number. It can't start with number, and it can't be a keyword because keywords are the reserved words in Python. See, here are the some valid variable names. Name start with capital N, name start with small m because it is case sensitive, and name 6. We can use combination of letters and numbers, and we can make use of underscore also, underscore name, where underscore name, and where underscore name 4. And here are some invalid names. 9hj, the variable name start with 9, and next if it is a keyword, name has, it is a special symbol. Where hyphen name, it is also a special symbol. Where space name, it is an invalid. Let's see a few examples. Name equals to ABC, print name. Here we can see the output. Now name equals to ABC, print name. Here also we get the output. See here, this variable name and this variable name are two different variables. We can try with all valid variable names, for example like user underscore name. Here it is name2, and here it is underscore name. We got the output without any error. Let's try with invalid names also. There we can get an syntax error. Here are a best practices for defining a variable. camel case. Except for the first word, each word starts with a capital letter in camel case. For example, like my name equal to Sai. Print my name. See here, the first word my is a small letter and the next word name start with capital N. Next one is Pascal case. Here, each word of the variable name starts with a capital letter in Pascal case. For example, my name equal to Sai, print my name. Here, each word, that means my and name, start with a capital letter. And snake case. Here, each word of the variable name is separated by an underscore in a snake case. For example, my underscore name equal to Sai, print my underscore name. See here, we separated the two words with an underscore. It's time for data types. It is all about defining the data type to a variable. Here we have different types of data types. The first one is numbers. It may be an integer, float, or complex number. Here is an example, num equals to 10, and print the num. And make use of type of function to know the data type of the variable. Let's run this. Here we got the num equals to 10 and the data type is int. Now change the value of num equals to 10.6. Let's run this same code. Now we got the num equals to 10.6 and data type equals to float. Yes, we have the decimal part here. And now num equals to 10 plus 5j. Let's run this. We have complex. Yes, it indicates the number belongs to complex number. Now second one is sequence data type. In sequence data type we have list, tuple as well as string. Here is an example, L equals to 1, 2, character A, and print that variable and type of that variable. Here we can see that variable belongs to list and make changes of square brackets to parentheses. Now we got the output as tuple. Now let's give input as sequence of characters, that is Sai Kumar. Now print. Here we got the variable type, data type belongs to string. And the third one is set. Same like list and tuple, but it is enclosed with curly braces. Run it and we can see this belongs to set. And the fourth one is dictionary. This is pretty much different from others because it have the values in key value pair, that is key colon its value. Let's print this and we can see the dictionary. It is enclosed with curly braces and separate the key and value with a colon. And the last one is Boolean data type. In Boolean, we have only two values, that is either true or false. Let's see an example. A equals to true, B equals to false. Print those values and a type of the variable. Here we can see true and false, and same belongs to the Boolean data type. Now it's time for comments. It is used to describe our code in simple words. These comments will not affect our code, but we are using these comments for code readability because we know what we have written in our code. Here others may not get that much clear understanding on your code. If we are using the comments, they will get an idea about our code. The first type of comment is single line comment. It is achieved by using hash symbol. Here is an example as this is a comment, print hello. Here we can get the output as hello. Here is another example, print hi, print hello. We mentioned here two comments for two lines of code. We can also make multiple lines as comments by using the hash. And the second type of comments is multi-line comment. Here we can make use of quotes to make multi-line comment, whether it is a double quote or it is a single quote. Let's see an example. A equals to hash AB and print A. Here we are not assigning a value to variable A. So after running this, we got an error like syntax error. If we assign this to a variable, then it will act as a value. Otherwise, it will be a comment. This is all about today's session. Thank you.